LEGO have just officially revealed the brand new Pyramid set. Yep, that's right, coming on June 1st this year is the brand new Great Pyramid of Giza architecture set, and wow, it is certainly something. Of course, like most of these big sets these days, it is rated 18+, not that that really means anything. It does have over 1,000 pieces, it's got 1,476 to be precise. And if you buy it from LEGO directly, then it will also give you a rather, well, maybe not so generous, but a nice amount of VIP points. You get 1,000 VIP points if you purchase this from LEGO themselves. And this is set number 21058. In the UK, this has a price of £124.99, which is, well, architecture sets are expensive anyway, but I think this is a fair price for what you get. But what do you get? Let's take a look. So, one of the biggest things I've noticed about this set is that you only get half a pyramid. And on LEGO's official description on the website, it says, if you buy 2 of these sets, you can complete the whole pyramid. Wow! Which is pretty cool. I think most people would have preferred to get the whole pyramid in one set, and obviously it's just, well, hey, not everyone can afford to buy 2 of the same set, especially at £125, but if those of you who can and you want to get that complete look, then you're going to have to buy 2 sets. Granted, even with that half cutout, or if you put it together, it's going to look great either way. I could argue either way for this set being just half the pyramid. I think it's okay, especially if you haven't got that much space or you want to put it on your shelf, because it's a pretty wide set. So I'm just looking at LEGO's description here, and it says this model measures over 8 inches tall or 20 centimeters high, 13.5 inches or 35 centimeters wide, and 12.5 inches or 32 centimeters deep. So it's fairly sizable, especially compared to some other architecture sets. And I don't know about you, but my shelves aren't very deep. I mean, you can get wide shelves obviously, or you have a table to display it on, but if you had 2 of these sets back to back to get that full pyramid shape, then it's going to be quite big. So you're going to have to probably put that on a desk or something. But having with just a half in this main set, or in just the one set, you can kind of put it against the wall or at the back of your shelf or display case, and it's going to look okay. You're not going to have like an awkward or maybe wasted space behind it, because you can push it right up the back and you still get this lovely display as well. Obviously, it isn't just the pyramid. We've got all the other lovely details. It looks really nice. I mean, the pyramid is a pyramid, especially if you build one out of LEGO, and like how LEGO have, it's not much to it. It's pretty basic, but it gets the job done and you know what it looks like. But it's all these extra details up front with the boats and the river and the trees and the smaller kind of little structures. It's just really nice, and I think the choice of using white for most of it is a better look. It's more appealing than using like tan coloured bricks, which there are some used, but this is kind of the pyramid in its peak condition. And depending where you display your model, if you choose to buy this set, the white bricks will go yellow over time anyway, so it will reflect maybe an unintentional but clever detail, so it will eventually look tan coloured anyway, so the pyramid will fit right in as it gets older. Unless of course LEGO have made the white bricks more lasting against age. So more on those little details as well. It has a detailed landscape, a section of the Nile River with 2 LEGO brick versions of the ancient boats, 2 small pyramids, 2 mortuary temples, sphinx statues, a workers' village and an obelisk. So there's a lot of details. Obviously it's only small, but it's not minifigure scale, otherwise we'd be talking a much higher price count. Price count? A piece count, and a price would be expensive as well. If you're into kind of, Egyptian mythology and history and things like that, or architecture sets in general, this is definitely one for you. It's a bit different because obviously most architecture sets are kind of, well, architecture of like today, but this one, I think it's the first one for LEGO that's kind of based off ancient history, but it is really nice to look at. It's also worth noting out that the little kind of name badge that these architecture sets get, well, for this set you get 2 of them. One of them with saying Great Pyramid of Giza in English, and also one with the name written in Egyptian hieroglyphics, which I think is a really nice touch, and I don't think I've seen that on LEGO architecture sets before. Obviously the hieroglyphics don't apply to other sets, but you don't see those alternate name badges, but I think this one was a really nice touch. So well done LEGO. And as I've said, the pyramid is nothing exciting, but it's not just a brick built pyramid. There is more to it with interior details, and you can lift off the outer shell to see more of what's inside. So underneath that main shell you kind of get the, well, it's like a view of what the pyramid might have looked like whilst it's being constructed. Obviously you've got the, I don't know the official terms here. Ah yes, the stone moving system, as LEGO describes it, as a potential, because There's lots of debate as how were the pyramids made? Was it aliens? Was it skilled workers? How can we not replicate things like that today? We don't know. Obviously there's a lot of debate, and we're not here to debate the history of the pyramids and how it was built, but there are no UFOs or aliens included in this Lego set. So underneath the outer shell you can see the stone moving system that may have been used during the construction, and from the back of the model you can see the king and queen's chambers as well as other tunnels. So there's little details which is nice to include, because they could have just left it as a basic pyramid, which wouldn't have been very appealing. But I guess if you display it, it's not going to be often that you take off the outer shell to see the inside, but it's a nice detail nonetheless. And of course, looking at the box, then it's just a basic 18+ style black box with some pictures of the model to try and appeal to that more mature audience. And you got pictures of the real pyramids as well, and displaying other angles of the model. It is a pretty nice set, I have to say. I mean, it's not one for me. I won't be getting this one, but will you? Let me know in the comments. What do you think of this? And are there other historical structures you'd like to see in a LEGO architecture set? Maybe you'd like to see a version of the Great Wall of China back in the day when that was in its prime condition. But let me know in the comments, is this one for you? It's not one for me, but thanks for watching.